All right, man, if you're going to college, watch this video right now. I'm playing. Listen, college, it gets tough, man. Exams every goddamn week, midterms, fucking tests, it all gets crazy, man. Girls, friends, trying to make friends, trying to figure out what situation to have. It's just, okay, that shit gets tough. But hey, man, listen, bro, we got this video called How to Ruin Your Life in College, and we go try to avoid every single thing he says to do in this video. Make the best of our both. Make the best of our life, you know. Okay, first of all, goddamn, who the fuck is like Jesus, lady? Straight out of fucking, that's crazy. I don't even know that fucking TTL fucking Drizzy.
You need to leave.
Getting your RA pregnant, watching
Hey,
hentai
yo. Nah, this is
unlocked.
nah, never. See, that's one thing that will never, has not happened. Since I moved in and got my own room and living in an apartment, door always locked. The fuck I look like leave my door unlocked. Somebody try to bust. First of all, you gotta have the respect, motherfucking. I never just know busting your door, hey, bro. Fuck I look like. I don't know what you got going on in that room. You can have a motherfucking
Glock dookies
out that motherfucker. You could be out here fucking going crazy or going crazy with a girl. I don't know what. I can't just be buzzing in your door. I remember one time I left my door unlocked. I ain't even know my door was unlocked. Bro, I'm sleeping. I wake up. It's 3 bitches in my face. Now usually that would be 3 bitches in my face. But I'm like, am I dreaming? They was some friends. Did I die and I'm in heaven? What's going on right now? How y'all? You don't know what? You don't know if I had no underwear. I'm sleeping naked. Got on. You don't know what's going on. You can't be busting in a nigga room like that while he's sleeping. Crazy, nonsensical.
Plenty of ways to ruin your life in college. So here's a story about the biggest screw up I've ever met, named Jimmy. Jimmy was basically Steve-O without all the fame and money. He was the ultimate attention-seeking who would do anything in front of a crowd. He climbed fire escapes.
God damn! Oh my
gosh! On
gosh!
beer pong tables.
Jesus
anything
Christ!
To get a reaction out of the people. And right before a stunt, he would always yell, "To the moon!" Not sure why, but with Jimmy, I learned not to ask questions and just accept the craziness. Anyway, one day I'm hanging out with Jimmy and a few peeps, and I start rolling some weed. I made a little line with.
Question: have y'all ever had people like that? Attention? I don't think. Well, yeah, I've had a couple, like 1 or 2 friends who got a little attention seeking. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? But it's never nothing like that, nigga. That nigga's extreme. What the hell, nigga? Climbing poles and shit. Nigga, go ahead and take your ass to the strip club, my boy. Get a job. What are you doing? Like, the fuck? I'm cool with attention every now and then. It's nice, blah, blah, blah. But I ain't going out my way to seek it and fucking get validation from nobody. That's kind of crazy. I'ma just do my own thing.
With a credit card, and I'm about to put in the blunt when Jimmy says, "How much would you pay me if I snorted that?" And my eyes lit up.
The
I'm like,
fuck?
"The whole line? I'll buy you a bottle of Jack Daniels." The problem was I was too excited, and Jimmy started to have second thoughts. But I knew Jimmy didn't care about the bottle. He just wanted the attention. So I started chanting, "Jimmy, Jimmy,
GG's.
Jimmy." And now
GG's. Once they start doing the jig, it's just like, you gotta do it. It's like when somebody triple dog day. You gotta do it. It's just the unwritten rule. You gotta do it.
we're all chanting, "Jimmy,
See, there you go.
I see Jimmy crack a little bit of a smile and he says, "To the moon." Then he puts one hand on the side of his nose, bends over, and takes a huge rip. Immediately, Jimmy was f***ed up. He's just moaning, "Oh,
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
I'm dying." Jimmy keeps trying to blow it out, but he put dry plant matter in a way.
Yeah, that's just not good, my boy. Oh, GG's to you, my boy. You better get that motherfucking, that faucet shit. You better get that faucet shit and like motherfucking, with the water. Yeah, you better get that, because you're done for. You're done, buddy. Say goodbye.
Nasal cavity. It ain't coming out. So he walks into the bathroom, puts his wallet and phone on the counter, and steps right into the shower. Fully clothed, he's just moaning into the shower head. And I don't know who's crying more, Jimmy from pain or me from laughter. Another time I'm hanging out in the dorm with some peeps when Jimmy comes barreling in. He's like, guys, have you ever tried to...
Also, too, have you ever noticed that all the people's name who's Jimmy is always on some crazy nut shit? I don't think I've met a normal Jimmy in my life. And I've only met 3 Jimmys. None of them have been normal. Like, goddamn, is there Jimmy Neutron? Maybe. That's the only nigga I can think of. But who else? I'll give you $1 right now if you can name me one normal ass Jimmy. Right now. I will wait. You can't. Exactly.
A gravity bong before? We're like, no. He's like, well, I'm about to blow your mind. I need a 2-liter bottle and a bucket filled with water. I'm like, what do you need a bucket for? He's like, no time. Fill up a bucket and find me a 2-liter. So I get some water, but the only 2-liter we had was an unopened bottle of soda. He's like, you gotta empty this first. I'm like, dude, I'm not just gonna pour out a full 2-liter. He's like, fine, and starts chugging it, stopping periodically. He gets through about 90% of it, and I could tell he's in pure agony. So I just pour out the rest. He's like, okay, we're almost there. So he cuts off the bottom of the bottle, burns a hole in the cap, and stuffs it with a bowl. I'm looking at this contraption, having no faith it would work, but as soon as Jimmy lit the bowl, I was mesmerized. Smoke begins to fill the bottle as Jimmy looks at us and says, to the moon. Then he takes off the cap, inhales, and blows smoke all around the room. Now our dorm is covered in a thick fog, and everyone begins to panic. Jimmy's coughing uncontrollably, and I'm like, guys, what are we gonna do? Hearing all the commotion, the RA comes and knocks on our door. Jimmy, with limited lung capacity, is like, oh tits, I can't get caught. I'm still on probation. So he opens a window, and I'm thinking he's trying to aerate out the place. Nope. He just starts punching the screen. So there's enough space to fit.
This dude Jimmy's a crackhead. Jimmy is a crackhead. Jimmy is in the intro stages of being a crackhead. Cause what the fuck are you doing? Nigga just punched a hole in your screen to get out. Cause somebody like this. First of all, you're snorting weed, my nigga. No, I have never in my life heard of somebody snorting weed. Never in my life. Then this nigga made a bong out of fucking Coca-Cola bottle and fucking water. Yo, this nigga's he's in the beginning stages of being a crackhead. I give it another year or two before he's fully converted himself. Poor Jimmy, man. Poor Jimmy. God damn.
And jumps out. He crashes a story below into a bush and starts wailing.
Yo, what is wrong with this nigga, bro?
Who immediately walks to the window to see where all the screaming's coming from. While he was distracted, I sneak out, and as I'm exiting the building, I still remember hearing Jamie's wails in the distance.
Yo, what the fuck
Somehow
is wrong
Jimmy
with
doesn't
this
get expelled
nigga?
for this, and a week later I
Of
bump
course
into
he
him in the
don't.
cafeteria. He's got a walking boot on, and before I could even ask about his injuries, he says, hey, do you still have that 2-liter? I'm like, the one we cut in half? Yep, I think so. He's like, good, bring it over my place tonight at 8. So I go over Jimmy's place later that evening, thinking he was just gonna make another gravity bong, but it turns out he had grander plans. First, Jimmy takes the 2-liter and starts stuffing the opening with cigarettes. I'm talking like 40 cigarettes. Then he places it on a table next to a beer can, a bowl, and a little line of Coke. I'm like, Jimmy, this might be a little much, even for you. He's like, don't worry, bro. I'll be fine. I'm like, dude, mixing beer, weed, Coke, and cigarettes seems like a really bad idea. He's like, don't forget about peyote. I'm like,
What the
peyote?
fuck?
He's like, yeah, I put peyote in one of the cigarettes.
The
You
fuck
mean the
is-
shit that makes you see spirit animals? He's like, yeah, I'm looking to get twisted. I'm like, dude.
The fuck is that? I'm scared to look at the nigga out here using LSD type shit. GG's. I told you. This man is he's slowly listen, again, what's the next step after cocaine? Crack. I don't make the rules. That is literally the little mini jump off is crack. I don't make the rules. I'm telling you, this man got a beer, cigarettes, a peyote, which is fucking like LSD type shit, and Coke. GG's. This man is on a narrowing path.
Dude, seriously think about what you're doing for a sec. But before he could respond, people start chanting, Jimmy.
Stop. GG's. God damn it, bro. The fuck is up with these niggas, bro? Why are y'all doing this to him, bro? Y'all want to see a man burn and crash? They just want to see pain in the world, bro.
Jimmy, with a huge smile on his face, yells, to the moon! Then he snorts the Coke, takes a hit from the bowl, shotguns the beer, and starts lighting the cigarettes. He gets maybe 2 puffs in before dropping it, coughing violently. Everyone's cheering, and I'm thinking disaster averted. That was until Jimmy started talking in tongues. He's just like...
Yeah.
At first we thought he was kidding, but it became clear he was actually losing his mind.
Yeah, he's
I walk
done,
over
bro.
to him to see if he was alright, but he just pushes me aside and bolts out the house. With his walking boot still on, he runs into the street yelling nonsense. People at the party are freaking out, yelling, Jimmy, what are you doing? Eventually a car comes and Jimmy jumps up on the hood. The driver panics and floors it in reverse, causing Jimmy to fall back first onto the concrete. That's when I was like,
Oh my
"Fuck this,"
gosh.
and call 911. Paramedics come, and as they're taking Jimmy away, I'll never forget what he said to me. So what happened to Jimmy? Well, I have good news. He ended up turning his life around. And is now a
Hey.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
He's dead. But some people need a happy ending, you know? He's okay.
What did I tell you, bro? I told you, this man is on a narrowing path. He's done. R.I.P. Jimmy. Or R.I.P. Jimmy. R.I.P. One of the, I don't know. Jimmy, man. God, what's up with you, bud? You God, niggas like, Jimmy. God damn, bit lopsided ass titty. What's wrong with her? Her shit leaning to the left, to the left. The fuck is up with her shit?
Oh, thank goodness. You know me, not being able to deal with reality. The funny part was he made a full recovery from this incident. And
Oh, he
ended up dying
did?
from a drunk driver hitting him. Yeah, talk about irony.
What?
But I guess when your entire life is a
that's
car crash,
tough.
it isn't too surprising. Anyway, the lesson we
Damn,
should take from this
bro.
video is doing reckless things for attention is a recipe for
Yeah,
disaster.
don't
so if
do
you're
it.
struggling with destructive tendencies, it's important to seek help. But if
Facts.
you're gonna do it anyway, then at least have it on film.
100%.
The moon, buddy.
Damn. The fuck? I'm glad I stopped the video. What the hell you out here doing, my boy? The fuck wrong with you? But damn, listen, man. Yeah, like he said, moral of the story, bro. If you go do some crazy shit, go ahead and film it. Go ahead and get some views. Go ahead and make a little cash from it. Go ahead and go, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and make a little something off of it. But most likely try to not do it, because unless you got some strong people around you, or you can turn that shit around somehow, it's just never worth it. And then some of the shit, bro, that you can do, it just have long lasting effects. Like it can fuck up your whole brain and shit. And now you're fucked up and schizo or bipolar or something. I don't know. That's tough.